All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. A straight up energy reading. It's Jupiter direct in Cancer. And you all know that this is an important energy. I've written about it. I've been talking about it. It's a powerful energy. Let's randomly at the bottom is 7 swords. That's not a good start. Let's cut the deck. Let's cut the deck and get a theme energy. We won't bother with a pre-shuffle. This is too big an energy for that. Let's just the Queen of Swords and the 9 of Swords. It's energy slapped back. It is. There's a lot of anxiety attached to this. Hidden energies are coming to the surface. And again, someone attached to you is seeing where they went wrong. And they're just, they're not, I mean, maybe they're not doing anything about it. I don't know. They're defensive about it. Maybe. I don't know. Somebody who has a hard time admitting they were wrong is being faced with the fact that they were wrong. It's playing out in societal energies. It's playing out here. All right? I say I have a lot more faith in the soulmate cycle people. You know, they're higher vibration. They're going on spiritual journeys out in society. Even if people could stop the bus, they're just going to let the bus go over the hill because they can't admit they were wrong. It's going to happen like that over and over and over and over again. I know that because it's just history repeating itself, right? It's like I wrote about in my February write-up. It's just all history repeating. It's like watching a TV show you've already seen, you know. Somebody here, I'm going to say they're disappointed in themselves. Let's find out. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's get a card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Let's find out. So why the fuck are we here? I don't know. Let's see where we're at. Okay, here we go. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, a dam is about to break. And that card alone, it talks about a dam breaking. I have referenced Jupiter direct in Cancer as a dam breaking. I said, careful what you do in the bubble of retrograde. It applies to any Jupiter retrograde, but it's especially true when Jupiter's in Cancer, historically, based on my notes. And this year, it's extremely powerful. It's amplified because the energy of Jupiter matches the energy of the soulmate cycle. So what happened, there's been no ramifications. There's more limited ramifications for anything that's gone on during the retrograde. Now, a dam is about to break. The ramifications are about to happen all at once. All right? Many of you could probably smell it coming in your own lives, out in the world, whatever. But at the end of the day here, this is somebody who I think they just snap. Okay? I mean, honestly, that's the way it feels. It feels like they snap. Yeah, they do. Somebody breaks free here. We had the 10 of Wands to the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody snaps. It's what I said. That's the way I'm going to phrase it. Somebody attached to you is about to snap. Right? Now, you might say, well, is that bad? Was that good? I don't know. It depends on you. You're all different people. You're all living different timelines. You're all not dealing with the same person. All right? Whatever it is, something's about to snap. And it's energy. I call it energy slap back. Energy readers call it that. Typically, the kids tend to call it karma. It's coming back, whatever it is. I made a reference once. I think I wrote it or something like that. I said Bob Seger got a song, "Rock and Roll Never Forgets." Right? Well, you could change rock and roll to Jupiter here with this particular Jupiter retrograde. It doesn't forget. So there's energy slapback. It's just been storing it up. Yeah, somebody attached to you snaps. That's the easiest way I can put it. All right. I don't know what it means. It might be negative. It might be positive for you in your relationship. I don't know yet. We got to pull a reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right? I'm not a fucking time lord, but generally speaking, with Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, especially, again, it's amplified this year, things tend to happen right away when it goes direct. It's going direct on Tuesday. All right? There is, on the positive side, there's somebody who feels like they can fix things for you, between you. On the negative side, it has a revenge energy to it. It's all about revenge. It's all about vengeance. That's the way it is. Jupiter returns with a vengeance, we might say. It's a bit of that. You won't get that in your horoscopes. They won't, because that's not good to write about. You don't get viewers that way. You don't get readers that way. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying that's your situation, but I am telling you, revenge. You could see, certainly you could see out in society how certain revenge might come back, right? It's already made the news a couple of times. You know, I'm not making shit up. But energetically, there's a reason for it. But it's all about, with the whole universe, it's about cause and effect. That's, you put this out, you get that back. But with Jupiter retrograde, especially in the sign of the energy, theme energy of the soulmate cycle, all right, there's a whole lot of cause and effect in play. And the effect is delayed until things go direct. And when it goes direct, the effect is released. All right? So I got somebody attached to you who's snapping. Okay? They're just snapping. Whether that's positive or negative, we're about to find out what the dominant energy is right now. And what did I just say? Again, what have I been talking about? It's an Ace of Wands. It's an explosion. It's going off. It's like a firecracker popping off. Bam! Right? Somebody's about to snap. You're about to get a... let's see what's under this. You're about to get a taste of who somebody really is. Okay? Can I put it that way? Who they are is in their soul. You might find out they don't have one. Underneath that is Fakey McFakerman. Right? I have a feeling for you in the soulmate cycle. You find out that somebody you had faith in is more superficial. They lack soul. They lack empathy. There's something missing. They don't seem to care. Right? It is what it is. They don't care that they broke your heart. They just want to return so they can get in your pants. Right? There's a bit of that. I'm seeing a little of that in societal energies. I'm seeing a lack of empathy. I mean, it is what it is. It's just what's going on here. It's a little disappointing on some level, but there is a lot of love here between you and this person. Maybe it can be salvaged. I don't know. I don't want to go any deeper in an overall energy than a few cards, but maybe it can be salvaged if you can get somebody to speak some truth. Right? If we can actually get the actual truth out of somebody, maybe it can be salvaged. I don't know. Either way, somebody snaps and they show up in front of you. Let's pull a reading. Here's how they feel. We're going to do a pyramid. Fuck it. Are we? Let me think. Yeah, it's the best route to take. We're going to do a pyramid here. Here's how they feel about you. Here's what they think about you. And here's the potential final outcome. And if I have to double clarify that, I will. Okay? I'll clarify whatever needs clarifying, probably a good most of it. We'll throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this. This is the second most powerful reading of the fucking year. All right? Somebody snaps. Jupiter goes direct, and they snap. Oh. All right, let me get a sip of water. All right, let's do this. Water. Cool, refreshing drink. Here we go. Here's how they feel about you. It's the Queen of Pentacles. I love it when you show up as Queen of Pentacles in my readings. I always get someone fancies themselves a card reader. Oh, I'm not a card reader. I read energies. The cards are just mediums. But they fancy themselves a card reader. And well, in readings, I show up as this specific queen. I don't show up as that, so that's not me. In my reading, it's you. All right? In your reading or someone else's, you could be whatever the fuck you think you are. Stop thinking you're anything and just flow with the energy. All right? There we go. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. Somebody's opinion on you. Look, I mean, it's just so obvious, even with the energy down the middle. These are red, center, left, right, down the middle. We've been in retrograde. What did I say? It stores it like a battery. Jupiter retrograde. Everything. It remembers. I said rock and roll never forgets. Right? Well, so I don't have to pay Bob Seger any money. I will say Jupiter never forgets. Okay? It's right there. It's just been holding and holding, and the frustration's been building and building and building, and the butterfly's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's turned into fucking Mothra at this point. It's time to call Godzilla. It really is. Somebody is coming off the fence about you. All right? And they're having to admit, I don't just want to read the surface energy that their view of you has changed, and it's been holding and building and building, and now they're coming off the fence. But I do want to say that this person, their perspective on you, it bothers them that you feel superior to them. It's an energy of someone attached to you who's a very small person trying to make themselves look big. Okay, that's what it is. It's someone who's a little annoyed with all this here, and then the energy releases. It's fine if they can hold on to it, but once the energy releases, it's like trying to ride one of those raging bulls kind of a thing. Somebody's feelings have just been let loose, and they're getting trampled by them. All right. Somebody realizes they need you, if I'm to make it softer and kinder. Okay? Somebody has a whole new perspective on your importance in their life. Two of Wands. And why is that here? The Sun. Someone thinks they can sugarcoat things and smooth things over. Right? Someone also thinks that you're doing well. For some reason, I don't know who this person is that's attached to you, but you're happy and that bothers them. Okay? I don't know who this person is. They don't like it. They see you making plans. They see you, it's the happiest card I can do. I mean, okay. All right. I mean, they like you with an inflamed butthole. They don't want you to see you making plans, making doctor's appointments to go fix it. They don't like that. They don't like what they're seeing. I've got a very strong energy about that. What's your final outcome? Red with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. The snake in the grass. The Knight of Wands. I mean, in a nutshell, it's fast communication. It is communication. It's this all releasing at once. It's too much information coming at you. It's a drive-by in its own way. It's all happening very fast. It's all happening. It's too fast. Okay? Well, your final outcome might be this is all happening too fast. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. We got to clarify this. This is a tricky energy. This is a tricky energy. If you get sugarcoat, I know y'all cheat on me with other readers. If you get a bunch of sugarcoat shit on this energy, people are fucking with you. I'm telling you right now, this is not that kind of Jupiter retrograde. Jupiter going direct this time is releasing a lot of energy, a shit ton. All right? May not play out right away in your lives, but whatever's going on in the world is going to bleed in for sure. So it's going to affect somebody. Think about the way we kind of have a repeat right now of 2020 in a lot of ways. We have the 2016 repeat energy because of the eclipses, and we talked about that, right? The eclipses, the Aquarius Leo axis. But we also have a 2020 energy kind of repeat in the 6-year half of a Jupiter cycle. In other words, Jupiter's at the opposite side of the zodiac of where it was back then. So things are kind of rhyming. They're not playing out the same, but they rhyme. In other words, at this time in 2020, we were all getting into lockdowns. We were all getting very scared. There was a lot of fear and societal energies. Oh, God, what's going to happen? What is this? Oh, my God. People were starting to work at home. Offices were saying, don't come in, that kind of a thing. Well, if you think about it, a lot of that fear has returned. There's a lot of fear that's out there right now. There's a lot of shit that's happened that's destabilized, the world. That's sort of what this is a little bit. It's all sort of releasing all at once, and it creates an uneasy feeling. All right, so you've got a similar uneasy feeling to what you might have had during lockdowns and pre-COVID era when it was all sort of setting in. All right, let's see where we go. All right, let's clarify, but randomly at the bottom is the Two of Pentacles. So it is what it is. These energies are very similar. So if right now feels very similar to you to 2020, and the lockdowns, which obviously from a lot of the messages I've been receiving, it does. And it probably should. There's a lot of scary stuff going on out there. There's energetic slapback coming back there too, It is what it is. Here we go. Two of Pentacles. Like I said, take the advice I gave. Find yourself a bunker bubble. Make sure you're doing things that are in line with you and don't get too sucked up into it. That's all. What's going on here with the Two of Pentacles? What energy's been held up here? The Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's opinion about you goes round and round and round and round. What's going on? The Four of Pentacles. Fear. Why's that here? The Eight of Pentacles. And what's the bridge? Justice. They weren't, but this person feels like they were wronged by you, and that's what they held on to in the they're trying, or I could phrase it, they're trying to find they're completely wrong, they're in the wrong, they're in the wrong, they know they're in the wrong, but they're trying to find a way to spin it to make it sound like they're in the right. Okay? Like it was your fault somehow. I said there might be, I don't know if I said it, but I thought it. There might be some blame shifting. I may have said it in a recent reading. There's a lot of blame shifting coming back from the DM side toward the DF. Yeah, I get that. That's why it's all coming at you fast. Your final outcome is red with this. Somebody coming in and saying all the stuff they were afraid to say before. Somebody's snapping. And they're saying things that they've never said that they, were afraid to say. They're trying all kinds of things. By the time, sometimes if you just talk a lot, people don't take it all in. And it's just, they just shut down. They're just like, whatever. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. You were right. That kind of a thing. Be careful about that. All right? Be careful about that. Queen of Pentacles, why is it here? Flew out of the deck. You saw it. Sideways, 9 of Pentacles. Somebody won't. Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Swords. And what else? The 9 of Cups. Yeah, I'm just going to put it's a little sideways, but I'm just going to put it upright. Somebody feels like you're pissing this person off. You're doing really well. They see you doing well. They feel everything. You're everything they want to be, everything they want, and it doesn't. They don't like that. Okay, it bothers them. This is a small person trying to make themselves feel big. People who are small are filled with fear. All right, and ego. It's just, I don't know. Here you go. What's the perspective here? I mean, it's just. This is how this person feels about you. This is how they really feel about you. That you're awesome. That you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're everything they could ever want, and they wish they were like you. And I even see that freedom over here. And I get it on this. They don't like it. They don't like it. And this is why. I get it. Let's talk about the perspective. Let's talk about the Hangman. Jesus, this is unreal. It's going to be one of those readings. It is what it is. It's crossed by the Ace of Cups. Somebody is having to face the fact that there's feelings, that they love you, that they still love you. Okay? That you matter. Okay. That's good so far. But here in the middle, they've held on to the energy for so long. They've had time to formulate all kinds of plans, all kinds of ideas, all kinds of bullshit. But all that bullshit's been jammed up, 2 of Pentacles, right? Round and round and round while it's been, and that energy's been building up. So now all the bullshit comes out at once. So if it's somebody who tends to shift blame, they might come up with 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 different lies all at once. And your response might be to this person, well, which is it? Is it that, or is it this? Or is it that, or is it that? You got to pick one, right? Kind of a thing. Somebody's coming at you with all sorts of reasons why you're not together or you're estranged from each other, right? And all of it is just an excuse machine, all of it. The 6 of Swords, and why is that here? The Fool. Again, and the Bridge, the 8 of Wands. Somebody's communicating with you. Somebody's communicating with other people these feelings about you. That's what's really strange. Other people might be encouraging this person to come towards you. Or this might be somebody who has too many people in their ear. Okay? Too much chaos. The energies are trying to move them away from chaos so they make their own decisions. But I've got a lot of wands hitting this person from outside energies. Okay. 2 of Wands. Why is it here? All right. Whew. Cards are flying out of the deck. Look at this. What did I say? They see you making plans. This flew out. It just landed on the table just like that. It's reversed with the red at the top. 6 of Wands reversed. They see you making plans. They want to thwart this. They don't like this. This bothers them. Right? Of course it does. Why is that here? The 3 of Pentacles. Right? They see you making plans. They might see you making plans with somebody else. They might see you going on dates with somebody else. They might see you falling in love or getting married or having a partnership or doing a business. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't want you to be successful. Your success somehow threatens this person. I don't know who it is. It could be an ex. It could be a runner. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. I don't know. It's a soul connection. But they're coming at you with a lot. A lot has come at them, I think. But they're coming at you with a lot of shit all at once. It's almost too much. Why is the Sun here? Before I shuffle it away, 5 of Wands at the bottom. Yeah. It bothers this person that you're making plans and you seem happy. You might. If you don't right now, you will in the near future. Then this is future influence for you. But I can predict from this reading, you're about to be Two of Wands in the Sun. I believe that. I believe that's true, just based on how this came out and the way this flows. Other people are telling this person. They need to tell you how they feel. But the thing is, these other people are believing the bullshit that they're telling them, that they told themselves and what they're telling them. They only have the data provided by this person, which is false data. It's nonsense. It's all based in fear and things that they refuse to look at. Here we go. Why is the Sun here? It's caused by the Five of Pentacles. What did I just get done saying? Look, people don't always like my reading. I get it. I get it. Steve, I'm going to go watch Steve. He's going to piss on Jupiter going direct, right? I'm not pissing on anything. I'm giving you a fucking heads up. I'm giving you reality. If you are somebody with their head in the sand, you need to pull it out. Whether it's societal energies or here, it's getting a little late. We're reaching one of those points of no return very, very fucking soon. All right? It's time to pull your head out of your ass. All right? At the end of the day here, somebody wants you to fail. This person needs you to fail. They need to. The only way they see success is if you fail. All right? And here you are, all great, and everyone's, again, this person here, their whole perspective is changed by people around them who are maybe even telling them things about you, but they're saying things, they're saying lies, and it's all a mess. I mean, it's insane. All right. What's on top? The Four of Cups. Again, why is that here? Why is that here? Karma, the Judgment. I think somebody's mistaken here. I think somebody's making you, somebody might show up and make you the bad guy, but they're the bad guy. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Somebody's returning. But they're returning, and I don't think you're happy to see them. I don't think so. It's come up in recent readings. Didn't we have a soulmate journey where the DM shows up into a chilly reception? Wasn't that this week's? I mean, it is a bit of that. Somebody's got karmic debt to pay off, and they're making it your problem. Oh, you see a lot of that. You'll see a lot of that in the soulmate cycle. You'll see a lot of it in societal energies. Somebody else's shit will fall on your head. Okay? Somebody else's problem will become your problem. All right? It is what it is. You see it right here. Somebody's got a lot of karmic debt. Right? And they don't like that you're debt free. So somebody shows up and they think that, again, you'll either help them or they're going to make it your problem somehow. I don't think you're having any of it. Tell me about the final outcome, the Knight of Wands. I like this for you. All right? I do. Why? Because the Knight of Wands, this is your energy, and the Knight of Wands has an out. All right? So this is your final outcome. The thing about the Knight of Wands, a lot of people say it's an in and out energy. Comes out as fast as he comes in, that kind of a thing. Yeah, but he always knows where the exits are. He's like me. When he goes to a room, any kind of convention I got to go to, sometimes my wife drags me to these things for her work, right? First thing I do is I find out where all the exits are. People think, her friends think, it's because I care about, if there's a fire, Steve, he's very safety oriented. I'm not safety oriented. I need to know how to fucking get out of here when you people bore the crap out of me, all right? So, I always know where all the exits are. You're about to find out where all the exits are. All right, this energy implies that you're me at one of those fucking conventions. Let people think what they want about it. Oh, they're mean. They walked away. They wouldn't listen to this person or whatever. Or they just want to know where the fire exits are. No, it's not about that. It's about self-preservation. Okay? It's nice. Okay? If there's a fire, I'll help other people out the exits. But for the most part, I want to know where they are so I can get out. Okay? All right, where's the Knight of Wands? Final outcome for my viewers. Why is it here? I don't have a devil on the table. All right? So for those of you who are like, oh my God, this reading is blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. It's just, it's cause and effect. Somebody's bullshit is about to land on your head. Okay? I'll simplify the whole fucking reading right now. You got somebody attached to you who's full of crap, who can't admit that you're awesome, who can't admit that they want to get back together with you. Other people are in their head, but they're filling those people with lies, so they only have that data to work with. So somehow you're the bad guy. Somebody is showing up and dumping it on your head. It's your fault. They did something that caused a mess, and that mess falls on your head. And it's all your fault. Okay? It is what it is. And proof of that is right here. The Knight of Wands, crossing the Knight of Wands. It is every bit the energy I just said. I am always the Knight of Wands in these types of situations. In 10 minutes, I'll be late for the door. It's another Bob Seger line from a song. We're quoting Bob Seger all over the place here today. Yeah. All right. I love Bob. He's great. All right. Anyway, here we go on top. In 10 minutes, I'll be late for the door. Yeah, that's from old timer rock and roll, right? The one with Risky Business where Tom Cruise slides in with his socks, right? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Your little piano thing. There you go. Nine of Swords. Oh, my God. Why is that here? The Hangman. You got you a hangman too, right? It's like somebody comes at you and goes, I'm the hangman. Yeah, well, I'm a fucking hangman too, and I got a fucking raven, right? You'll eat that bat. I'll tell you what. Let's see where we go here. What's underneath this first? The High Priestess. Yeah. I don't think you're falling for it. I think somebody shows up. I'll tell you what I think. Because I got a High Priestess underneath this and a Knight of Cups. I was just about to say, and I should have waited because that would have seemed really cool. Then I could have said, why am I your second favorite? That kind of thing. Well, I'm probably your second favorite because I don't fucking give you the snow job. You're going to get all kinds of horoscopes about this energy, and readings are going to be very, very rainbow. Oh, if somebody finally comes towards you. If things start to move again. Man, that is so fucking surface energy. It is crazy. All right? Honestly. Yeah, somebody's coming towards you. Their intentions are good for themselves. Okay? Their intentions, it leaves you a little cold. All right? But you learned something here. All right? Somebody snaps and they're saying some crazy shit. So how does this play out? I just want to go one more beyond that. Yeah, the Two of Wands. It allows you to make plans. When you don't know what's going on, there's a lot of tension. When there's a lot of hidden energy. You're about to see what's been hidden. Who this person really is. And that in turn, as you learn that, allows you to make plans one way or another. You might wonder why you ever worried about this. What's the bridge? Let's find out. Yeah, the Hermit. This is just frequency raising energy. Right now, there has never been, whether it's the soulmate cycle or out there in the world, just you living your life. There has never been a better grouping of energies with large cycles rebooting and Jupiter going direct. And there's just never been such a cycle of energies that are so available to you to raise your vibration. You know, all you've got to do is just try to look at things from a non-silly nonsense perspective, right? You could spot nonsense a mile away. This energy elevates you in some way. This person coming towards you, what's about to happen as Jupiter goes direct for you. Okay? Never mind the world. Well, it's the same. The same applies for the world too. But what's about to happen when Jupiter goes direct is necessary. It benefits you. It's for your greater good. It's for your own good. It ends well. Okay? It may not seem like it. It may seem like this person's coming in and they're saying things too fast. They're talking too fast. They want too many things too fast. They're saying things that aren't true, and I can't fucking fix that. I can't fucking stop. Just let it go on. You know where all the exits are. You're fine. You don't have to. The exit is don't respond right away. You decide when you respond here. Okay? Don't respond right away. Ultimately, this energy benefits you. Ultimately, somebody's coming towards you. Ultimately, it's a connection of somebody that you might see. You thought they had your greater good in mind. They don't. They want you to fail. It behooves them if you fail on some level. That's what the energy says. They got a bunch of karmic debt. They want to dump it on you. It's always your fault. There's blame shifting here. I don't know what it's about. Who the fuck knows? Whatever happened between you and this person, it feels like it could be an ex or a family member. Okay? That's what it feels like. This type of thing happens a lot in families. Ask any therapist. Okay? Where, again, it's come up before in recent readings, where you've got the parents are supposed to have their children be better than them. I'm saying people that maybe shouldn't have had kids are the opposite. Right? They want to keep the kids down because if the kids are better than them, then they have to look at themselves. Somebody here had a lot of time to look at themselves, and they did nothing. They wasted their time with the Jupiter bubble. I don't think you did. I think you grew. And I think that's why you can handle anything. Like my initial read on this is, wow, there's a lot. It's coming fast. I don't know how to handle this. Where are the exits? But in this retrograde bubble, you learned Kung Fu. You're fine. They could throw as many punches as they want. You could just parry them all away. Parry means block or push away. You could just get rid of it one way or another. So that's pretty much what I've got here. Whatever it is, whatever happens, allows you to see somebody for who they are. All right? Let's see where we go. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. I don't have a devil on the table. It's actually a very positive reading. It benefits you greatly. It only doesn't benefit you if you got your head in the sand. If you got your head in the sand, you're fucked. You're going to stay fucked. You'll get back together with this person if it's an ex. And I guarantee you it'll go the same way it did before. All right? It'll just repeat over and over and over again because lessons not learned from are doomed to repeat. All right, let's go. 3 cards from the bottom. The High Priestess. The 5 of Cups. You see it's exactly what I just said. You don't like the message? Too bad. Okay? Too fucking bad. This stuff, you gotta, again, open your fucking eyes. Right? You might be don't be defensive. What's happening puts you on the high ground. But I got defensiveness and high ground energy on this 7 of Wands, crossing this 5 of Cups. What's been hidden comes to the surface, and it might disappoint the living fuck out of you. The 5 of Cups, but it ultimately heals you. When you know what's going on, you can fix things, right? If your car is broken on the side of the road, and you don't know what's going on, you can't fix it, can you? But if you know what's going on, you at least can go, oh, okay, well, I can jerry rig something, or I can do whatever, or you can at least tell the tow truck person what to tell the mechanic. One or the other, which moves things along a lot quicker. That being said, whatever the case here, whatever's happening, somebody's coming your way. A soulmate is returning. The love geese are in the air. And they're bringing a message that might at first seem a little, why the fuck did they say that? But ultimately, it's bringing a lot to the surface that you didn't see before. And it brings a great deal of healing. This is a cause and effect energy. The DMs in this cycle have been misbehaving. And within that retrograde bubble, they didn't accomplish much. They didn't grow a whole lot. I saw it in the readings. They didn't. I never once, in fact, I think in a recent reading, I called the journey they've been on over the last few months a dimly lit evening of the dick chakra or something like that. I forget what I called it, but it was something along those lines rather than a dark night of the soul, So it is what it is. But this ultimately benefits you. I do not have a devil here. The devil is probably internal. It's internal if you leave your head in the sand. If you leave your head in the sand, you will stick with this person. You will go with this person. You will date this person. You will get back together. You will let this person back into your life in some way. You can still do that if you want to. But if you do it with your head in the sand, you're going to get hurt again. If you do it at least seeing exactly and allowing the healing to happen and seeing exactly who you're dealing with, right? If you know that this person doesn't want you to succeed, you're less likely to share extra things with them, right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. Good luck.